You are listening to Proof Text, a Glossa House podcast exploring Scripture and all things related to it. New episodes are released daily. For more information, check out glossahouse.com and subscribe to our channels on Spotify and YouTube. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello, I want to welcome you back to Constituent Marking with Fred Long on Proof Text. And we're looking at 1 Corinthians 13. We're moving into 1 Corinthians 13, chapter 13. We've finished chapter 12. If you want to see the legend for constituent marking, look down below here, and you can see my constituent marking method, the legend there. This is a helpful method to observe what's happening in a text, to navigate it, to help you ask questions. So, for those of you who might be listening, I'll try to describe what I'm doing. But let me read 13:1 1 Corinthians. Ean tes glosses ton anthropon lalo ke ton angelo. Apende me echo gegon na kalkos ekon e kubalon alaladzon. All right, so if with the tongues of people I am speaking and of angels, moreover, if implied, I don't have love, I have become a clanging gong or a resounding gong and a indistinct symbol, alaladzon. All right, so I see there is a syndeton here. There's no connector at the start. What we do have is an aeon. Aeon is a conjunction. I put a box around it, and I start a subordinate clause with it, a bracket. And then I have dative case with tongues of people. So, and then the main verb, lalo. Now, aeon typically takes the subjunctive. So, lalo is from laleo. It's a contract verb, and this is a subjunctive form right there. It looks like the indicative form, but I know it's subjunctive because aeon requires the subjunctive. So this is a protasis of a conditional sentence, protasis, if. And the tes glosses, I'm going to put in curly braces. And what that means is that we have a special use of of a case, noun cases. So if we go down below to the legend, you see special case uses, and what we have here is a dative of means. By means of. If I speak by means of the tongues of people, so the with the tongues is a dative of means. And then on the other side of lalo, we have a keton angelon, which is also a genitive. So you have two genitive nouns that are connected to glosses, tongues of people and of angels. So this is a compound genitive modifier. So you have tongues of people and of angels. All right. Now this is called discontinuous constituents when you have the genitive noun separated from the head noun because of the verb. So this verb kind of represents kind of like a hard, not quite a hard break, but like you have things in front of the verb, things on the other side of the verb. So it's like a break in the sentence. And so when you separate these genitive modifiers, it creates a little bit of stress on something. When you have discontinuous constituents, there's usually some stress, and I think typically it's going to be on the final one because it's kind of like the last word. And this has kind of the feel of like an add-on at the end. And of angels. Okay, so if I speak with the tongues of people and of angels. Moreover, so then coming down to the next one, moreover, this is an addition. So I put a box around agape me echo. Now the me echo is the negative adverb going with echo. And this me indicates that we're continuing the if, the aeon with the subjunctive. The may is a negator working with non-indicative moods. So echo, even though it looks like it's indicative, I know it's subjunctive. So it's a present active subjunctive for singular from echo. And then agapein is a double underlined direct object. So the de indicates new development. Moreover, if I have no love. So this is where then the conditional sentence, the protasis, comes to an end. It's a compound protasis. There's a first part to it. If I speak in the tongues of people and of angels. Moreover, if I don't have love. Then we get the then part. So the then part of the sentence is seen in the final phrase here. So this is the main sentence, actually. Gegona. There's the main verb. That is a perfect active indicative, first singular. I have become, and this verb I have become takes predicate nominatives or adjectives. So I have become, and then there's two things that I have become. A ringing or echoing brass piece, kalkos, or an indistinct cymbal, or a noisy clanging cymbal, alaladzon, is an adjective. So what you have here is two alternatives. The a there is a box around it, the kalkos ekon. That ekon actually is a present active participle from ekeo, masculine and nominative singular. Is actually from the verb from which we get the word echo. So it's a resounding, kind of reverberating sound. And then, so that's modifying the kalkos. And then we have a kumbalon. And you can actually see the word cymbal pretty clearly represented there. Cymbal. And then you have an adjective, which means wailing or clashing. It also is a participle, present active participle, except this case it's neuter nominative singular. And it means like wailing or clashing or something like that. So it's very noisy. So this is what I've become. I've become, in fact, these things, one or the other. And if I speak in tongues, and it doesn't matter what kind of people or of angels, and I don't have love, if that is true, this is what I have become. Now the type of conditionus is a present general truth. Present general truth, aeon with a subjunctive, followed by a present indicative or a present tense time frame, which this perfect tense indicates. So this is a general reality, a general truth. If the protasis holds, this is generally what I have become. And it's not a pretty picture. It's disruptive, it's clanging, it's annoying. So if I speak in languages, in a certain way without love, it's not a good thing. Well, that's this episode. So we're getting started with 13.1. I hope you found it helpful and hope to have you listen to us next time. Take care.
Interested in growing your ancient language skills but not sure where to start? Glossa House can help. From illustrated readers and short stories to lexicons and grammars, Glossa House offers a variety of resources for beginning, intermediate, and experienced ancient language learners. Head to glossahouse.com today. Glossa House, language resources for the global community.